sure I don't go through the escape, because I
Although
think
this
it's a way better
passageway
option.
had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh, my fault. Hello, YouTube. It's your boy, Tommy, doing a solo video today, and I am so super excited to be able to bring you the first console game on the channel. Today, I'm going to be playing the Stanley Parable, and I want to apologize in advance if my quality is bad at all. This is a headset I haven't used for forever, so please bear with me as we figure out these first few videos. Yeah, let's just get straight into it. This is a game I've seen played by YouTubers back in the day. Big guys like Markiplier and Corey Kenshin, that era. I don't really remember exactly what happens though, so this should be a decently new experience for you, so let's just get straight into it.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Ooh, I like this guy's voice.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427.
Okay.
Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Like most people
Orders
in
came to
modern-day
him through a
America.
monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year.
Seems pretty
And although
boring.
others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job.
So he's not a real person.
Stanley was
He
happy.
has to be a robot. This guy has to be a robot.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi.
He's in the back rooms.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened.
He's getting
This
heavy backrooms
complete
vibes.
isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Oh, so the narrator's like saying what I'm doing. Can I pick up anything yet, or crouch? Okay, so that's the button that does stuff. Can't really do anything yet.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Get out of crouch. Alright, so this narrator's ordering me around, but I feel like I'm gonna find something that I wasn't supposed to find yet. I'm already locked out of my room. Can't get into this.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Alright. Ooh, why is that computer on?
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Alright, I'll go. This guy's so annoying. Alright, let's see. What do we got in here? We don't really have anything to work with yet, but I'm just gonna make sure I don't pass by things. I want to see if there's anything I should be touching that I'm not, you know? It's a lot of rooms.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What if he doesn't?
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I'd love to stop by the employee lounge just to admire it.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring.
It is.
It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley
very
simply
pretty.
stood here, drinking it all in.
Speaking of drinking it all in, can I get something from this vending machine? Low-key I'm feeling some purple. I want to drink some purple right now.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these
Low-key,
chairs and
bro,
some paintings.
Fuck my
Really
coworkers.
worth it.
My coworkers
But
are lame
eager
as
to
hell
get
anyway.
back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
I'll listen to him this time.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I don't want to push the big red button. I feel like that's a bad idea to start with. So we're gonna go play over here.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
So
Feeling
weird.
a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
It's weird, because it seems like everything's still left where it's supposed to be by everyone. It's just not occupied. The slides are even going. But what from? There's no, like, projector or anything. This is odd. This is messing with me. Oh, there it is. I wish I could turn it off, but I can't. There's no jump button to get up there, so... Broom closet. What's in here?
Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
There's gotta be something in here for me to grab. I can't grab the wrench. You know what? I'm gonna play the first few minutes of the game without
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
It's just trying to teach me the game, and I don't wanna... It's trying to get me started. I don't need to find any extra stuff yet. Let's see. Which way is my boss's office? I think that's it, but I want to know what's over here first. Can this door open? Executive bathroom. Can I take a poop? Can't take a big stinky crap. Alright, that's fine. Nothing works in here, so we'll just head over to my boss's office. He's got a really nice place in here. Quite enjoy the vibe, although the red
Stepping into his manager's
Epstein
office,
vibes.
Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an
keypad,
extra secret PIN number. 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Of course I couldn't possibly have known this, but you did just tell it to me. So, I'm just gonna put that in.
Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Wow, how lucky
Amazing.
was that?
He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
This is really odd. I don't like how industrial this is. I feel like I'm being watched at all times. I don't think this is a horror game. I thought it was more of a psychology type game. This is freaking me out a little bit. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This is freaking me out.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
It is really, really weird that my whole job is just clicking random buttons on a keyboard mindlessly. Like, it's not even like doing anything.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Oh. You sure I don't go through the escape?
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Oh. My fault. I ain't gonna do that. You got that, Chief. Loki trusts this narrator. He's usually telling the truth. I think I'm just gonna...
But of course, Stanley thought better of it and realized he simply had too much to live for.
Yeah, I appreciate you, narrator. You're the GOAT, gang. I ain't trying to die today. Alright.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
I hope I do. I don't want to be stuck in here anymore. I'm being mind controlled by these little freaks. Nobody's here. How many people are in on this? There's only one big button. Aye, cameras it is.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Where's 427? That's me. Alright, well, I don't like this at all. This is mildly terrifying. I want to see what happens when the screen switches back to me again. It just shows my office. Okay. If it showed where I was right now, I'd be a little freaked out. I'm gonna be honest.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
That would make a lot of sense, actually.
No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable.
Never
Wasn't it?
that.
Was it even possible?
It's almost
Had
like
he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I feel like so many people don't know they're being controlled in
But
today's
here was the
world,
proof.
and it's
The
just
heart
so
of the
obvious.
operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
I like that. System power. Whoa. Did I just turn myself off? Is that what just happened? Hello? Guys, I think I pressed the big red button I wasn't supposed to.
And a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine. Unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him. For it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Come on, Stanley.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen.
This is absolutely
and
gorgeous.
Stanley was happy.
All right. That seems way too good to be true. Oh? I knew it. I knew it. We're back. Alright. So.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Okay. This is freaking me out. Why am I back?
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Oh, it's the exact same too. Alright. I'm not listening to a word this guy says this time. Not a single thing. Not a single thing. I am not listening to this dude. He told me I would be free.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I'm blasting straight through the employee lounge.
Wow.
Frick this room.
Yes. this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope. Frick that door, bro. What is this?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Damn right it's incredible. What do I need to do here? Do not jump from the cargo lift while it is in motion. Will cause death. Penalty for misuse of cargo lift, $1,000. Penalty jump of If I'm dead, how am I going to pay the $6,000 in fines? You people really aren't smart.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who is she? What are you talking about?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside, to let her back into your life.
Who?
She's been waiting.
Who is she? You're scaring me, Mr. Narrator.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this, to reach out to her.
Hello? Who is this?
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pouring the bread out of the oven. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife? They want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley.
I'm gonna murder this
I'm trying
guy.
to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
I'm gonna murder this guy.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
I'm sorry.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
No. I don't want to press triangle. I don't want to press it. This guy's freaking me out, bro. Please let me out.
Look at him there, pushing buttons. How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
No. I'm not gonna press it. I can't do this. Come on. Let me get out of here. Alright. Looks like it's my only option.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried...
Oh. I guess Stanley died. Alright. Back in the office we are. Alright guys, well that'll be all for the first Stanley Parable video. I do apologize to end it so abruptly. I have a second part coming out soon, but you know, it was just starting to be a long video, so that'll be all for this one, and I will see you guys in part 2. Thanks for watching our first console video, and peace!